free. Royalty free music. It's royalty free music for you and me. Welcome everybody
to the show.
I'll keep my normal job. I won't become a singer. Oh, you know. Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Oh, my. We are funky.
If you're attending live, let us know in the chat. Can you see us? Can you hear us?
Can you feel us?
Do you love us?
Do you just want to come crashing in the front door over there and hang out at Tris Brina's house?
It's Thursday night. This is actually episode 12 of the Tris Brina Show.
We're rocking.
Let's see if this was a real show. Oh, we're
wow,
literally
that got
rocking.
very exciting. How about we turn it down just a... Sabrina likes it loud. She's a rocker, you know?
So a normal episode of a TV series is what, 12, right? If they get picked up, it's 24?
That's true.
So like we've completed a season.
Are we getting picked up?
We're getting picked up.
We're getting picked up for season 2?
You decide.
Do you want another
Love
season?
our showers and we get picked up.
Yeah, if you want more of this Tris Brina show, let the network know. All right. Well, today is going to be a hoot and a holler because we've got something good for you. Is it 3 times a charm?
Or 3 times a darn. You see, we're
out.
having a little...
Debate.
A difference of opinion.
It's a debate.
It's a debate. I don't think it is. I just think like I know how it is and he's under an illusion.
Oh, I'm always hallucinating.
You know, we hear things maybe growing up, maybe mentors say it to us, our parents or teachers, and we believe it to be the truth. And sometimes we have to back away from things we've been told, like if you swallow a watermelon seed, is a watermelon really going to grow in your stomach?
It could.
And if you step on a crack, does it break your mother's back?
Whoa.
Well, it seems like Tristan thinks 3 times a charm is true.
Or 3 times a darn.
Now, I think 3 times a darn might be true.
It's way funnier.
Oh, good. They're piping in.
Yes, they are. Hi, Amy. Hi, Ann. Hello, Pat.
From
Hi,
Australia. Thank you very much.
Australia's in the house. Hi, Joe. Hi, Joanna. We are really grateful that you guys come and hang out with us. It is date night, so it's officially date night for all of us.
Well, we'll tell you in a little while how, like, we're kicking off date night in such a sexy way.
Oh, it's so sexy.
It's so sexy. Wait till you hear. We're actually going to go buy something for the house that we're both really, really excited to buy. It's probably
been
more
wanting
important
to do this for a long time.
Yeah, it's the most important thing we could buy.
Is it? The
right
most
now?
important?
Yes.
Okay. Well, shall we dig right in?
Let's dig.
Let's dig. Okay.
Okay.
Sabrina will kick it off.
I will kick it off.
And then you guys keep the hellos coming. We are here with you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your kicking offery.
You didn't.
Wendy is here with us. Hi, Wendy and Kim. And Mama Rita is in the house. That means Keith is here too. So welcome everybody. Hi, Devin. All right, so hang out with us. Keep the comments and the love flowing and listen up. You're going to learn something interesting.
Yeah, so you may have heard, so we said 3 times a charm. So let's talk about 1. Number 1. Maybe if you look at my personal Facebook page, you've already seen this, and we may have discussed it in some of the groups.
I think you hijacked my page.
I
think you put it, or you at least
should've.
she tagged me, and yes, I started getting texts from people from the male community saying, "Bro, really? Seriously? Like you're making us look bad here." So go ahead, tell the whole world.
So Tristan's in the bathroom in the morning. And I've just finished doing the stuff with the dogs, and I think we had already sat down to meditate. Maybe I was getting ready to go teach my dance fitness class, and I hear from the bathroom, and it's the small like
half bath.
The half bath. I hear, oh no, oh
I think
no!
I said O-S-H-I-T.
That's not. This is not good. This is not good.
This is not.
And
good.
I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he goes, I think I just did something bad. And I'm like, what'd you do? And he said, I had one of these in my hand.
Doing the right thing, spraying the good smell.
Yeah. We'll call it smell.
Don't do too much of that. It's stinky.
Well, you don't. You have to deal with it.
So I was trying to be a good husband.
Good husband. We have stinky rules. And as he went to put it back on the shelf, do you want to tell?
Well, I pushed flush, as you do, and then I got the thing, and the thing's
two
flushing.
good things for a husband to do: flush and spray the smell.
But I had butterfingers, and I dropped it right in the flush.
And it went boom.
I promise, ladies, I tried, even with you know what was in, I tried to stop this from happening. It was too late. It was gone. It was gone. I couldn't get it in time.
So I think we flushed, and then it was like
I flushed again.
It was clean. In case you're curious,
I got a thing to try to fish it out.
Yeah.
I did all the manly things
coat
that you
hanger.
do. I don't take toilets out. That's not my thing. I'm better at coding websites, but I tried.
So we thought we should call a plumber. So
as you do,
we just put that bathroom off limits.
Yeah.
And
put
maybe
the yellow tape.
Yeah,
pretty
much.
Don't go.
Because
no pooping in here.
No, nothing in
Nothing.
here. So when the plumber came, he said that this is pretty big. That
it got wedged in the U-turn.
It goes the pipe goes like that between the bowl and the pipe, and so for $75 he could bring in something and try to extract it. Mm-hmm. But if that failed, we would have to get a new toilet. So he tried, it failed.
There is a win here.
We have a new toilet, and that toilet was a little squatty potty.
Didn't we want to upgrade this toilet for a while?
We
did. See,
because when
welcome.
Keith has a bad knee, my mother had said it would be nice if that toilet was taller.
When he said a perfect martial arts move, it was not very perfect. I would have caught it in midair if I had been. I was half asleep.
The repairman actually said, "I highly suggest you don't do that again."
Highly suggest. But look, we got a new toilet. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a thing, and Sabrina will set it up for you, but that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, one toilet, okay, but then something else.
So then,
and there are lessons coming, we promise.
I would say maybe the day after we had the toilet arrive, and the toilet thing went great. Let me just give you some tips for if this ever happens to you. If your husband ever drops a giant thing down the toilet. No, so
or if you
the
do.
Repair company came out, and they're great. We love them. It's actually called Fox here in Austin.
Yay, Fox.
And they said, we can supply this toilet model, and install it, and yada-da-da-da-da-da for $800. And so I quickly went and looked, and Tristan was at the gym at Home Depot and Lowe's, and I saw that I could buy that toilet on sale for like $185, and it was $250 to install it.
That's right.
So basically, we weren't even paying for the toilet because we saved hundreds of dollars. So
it was almost a free
he left the
toilet.
gym, and he had to.
Free.
Most people will have the company buy it because who can carry a giant toilet? And he comes in the house with the giant toilet.
It was a big toilet.
And so, yay, we have a big toilet. But then what happened?
We have a big toilet.
Is he was leaving for the gym a few days after that, and he calls me he's sitting in his car, and he calls me, and I'm in the house.
To check with the boss.
And I'm just curious, do most couples do that? Like, do you call each other from the driveway into the house?
Well, it's convenient. That's what phones are for.
And he says, is there a reason the right-hand side of the driveway, which is the small side of the yard?
Well, is there a reason that water's spraying out the side of the house all over the lawn? Is it just a bad watering job? Because someone might be doing a interesting watering job. That's been known to happen. I have noticed my car's been watered before. It doesn't need to be watered, but it does get watered from time to time. So I'm just thinking, well, maybe somebody got a little bit, out of alignment here when they turned on the thing. And she's like, no, I didn't even turn it on. I'm like, uh-oh. So we go over to the side of the house.
And it's been really hot in Austin, and I think this contributed to the fact that the water, so we have two hoses for two different functions. One's like for hand holding and one's like for a sprinkler, and they have a connector, and then that connector goes to the spigot, that's what I would call it, of the house. So you have to turn on the thing to the house and then tell the the twofer
Yes,
thing,
yeah.
which side you want. So evidently, I'm sure it was me. I only turned off the. We don't want
The
you in
pressure
either
from the
hoses.
house was still imposing upon the poor little hose
Even
that
though-
couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And the hose in the heat here in Austin went,
Boom!
and and this is like a durable, like professional high-end hose. In fact, I'd like to show you what she did. This is the piece of the hose
Get it closer.
that
Can you?
I
can
don't
you,
think
yeah,
I have
you
to
can
keep it
see
back
the
here.
threading.
Will you see this right here?
Oh yeah.
Look, it exploded. You probably can't see in there, but it exploded through. Look, this is a thick freaking hose. Exploded, and so the water was going everywhere. Good news is we didn't bust a pipe.
And that side was dry anyway.
So we're really good at reframing.
It's the side of the house that doesn't have any
It
irrigation.
needed some extra water.
Yeah.
So that was two things.
Because it had probably happened the day before.
Now here's the thing. For years I've said to Sabrina, things happen in threes. Now I learned that from one of my mentors who was a martial artist and an herbologist, and he told me about wake-up calls, and usually they happen in threes. And like if you don't get it by the third one, you're kind of thick. So wake-up call,
and he
wake-up
mentioned
call,
this
wake-up call.
just a few weeks ago. You mentioned it.
Yeah, and so I said, oh, well, we got two out of it. She's like, no, we don't need to have more stuff.
I got it.
We got it, okay?
Yeah.
We fixed the toilet,
I
we
was like,
fixed the
it's
side
not
of the
true.
house.
Things happen in threes. If you think they happen in threes.
Well, this is the debate.
If you think they happen in twos, they happen in twos. If you
What do you
want to
guys
think
think?
they happen in fives, they happen in
You
fives.
could Google it. It's a thing.
Yeah. And,
Things do happen in
and this
threes.
is, and you can Google that if you step on a crack, you'll break your mother's back, and don't swallow a watermelon seed, or you'll
Okay.
grow a watermelon, or if you hold your face in an ugly pose, it'll freeze and stay that way.
That's true.
Yeah. So there's no scientific proof that, but because it's on the internet, he's thinking.
No, because a mentor told me
Yeah.
it happens in threes.
Well, it does happen in threes if you think it does.
Okay, so
because we create our reality, right?
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I do love the power of three, and there are some things about sacred numerology and things like that. So we're not, like, dissing that. But where we've landed in this conversation is let's just see if something else happens. Because it seems to me like
That's not
there's
where I
more
was at,
coming.
by the way. I was at, you think there's going to be three things? Crap. I'm gonna try to maintain that two is enough.
So it's my birthday, and I don't know if you
On
guys know
last
this, on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. And thank you, no presents. So, no, actually, thank you for all amazing love and the shares that came through. It really beautifully touched my heart. I'm so appreciate all the love I received. So, I'm going to take a hot shower.
Tristan loves showering. I shower
I love a hot
because
shower.
I'm dirty or it's time to shower. I worked out. He really loves showering. We used to have a hot tub and he was in there every day. And we don't anymore, but like showers are a big deal. They last a long time. They're very hot.
There's
he
more
journals,
to it.
He journals afterwards.
I get insights because water is a conductor of energy.
Did you read that on the internet? Or
Don't you mess with me, girl.
No, that's true. That's true.
It is true.
Scientifically true.
And people...
3 showers. If you have 3 showers, it conducts
No.
electricity.
Well, I do 2 a day, but not 3. Anyway, look, in the shower, it's me time, right? We all get that, right? So sometimes you're just like chilling, and Sabrina has her little shower routine, the way she does it, and I can tell she's getting insights. We call them downloads or uploads, whatever you call. I get some great insights, so I'm really excited. It's my birthday from a hot shower. But guess what? Things happen in threes. Yes, they do.
They do.
So I go to turn on the shower, and it's like the knob spins like it's a hamster wheel. It turns on a little bit, and cold water's coming out. So not only is it just a drizzle, it's cold, and I can't turn the shower off.
And it's his birthday.
And it's my birthday. So...
Oh, there's 3.
There's 3.
It's cold, it's a drizzle, and your birthday. See, things do happen in 3.
Plumber Tristan had to figure out how do we turn this off. We can't just have the water running all day, and we'll need to call the plumber. So Plumber Tristan found a way to handle it, as you do. We called the plumber, and the plumber's like, oh boy, you guys are on a roll.
Ka-ching, actually, is
We
probably
are
what he
really
said.
backed up right now because there's lots of people like you. And we can't get there until Saturday. And we have a contract with this plumber, so we're not going to hire somebody else, and it's part of our program. So we're waiting. It's not Saturday yet. It's only Thursday. So what do? You want to show them what we do? That's what we do.
That's how we shower.
This is our handle.
He took all the pieces, and the only thing left is a little bowl. What is it?
There's a little thread thing
A
that
little
comes
thread
out,
thing sticking out.
and you put this on, and you turn it to get the shower.
And you have to.
We don't know where hot is,
We don't
so you just have to mess with it until you get it right. Like before tonight, show somebody's like, Tristan, I can't get the shower again. So I'm like in there tweaking the shower. So this has been our week.
The power of threes.
Does it happen in threes or what? Well, the reality is it becomes what you say it is. It is what you think it is. Mm-hmm. If you think it's going to be three things, probably going to be three things. If you think it's going to be 2, 4, guess what? Thoughts become things.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty powerful.
Yep.
Look at that.
So now we can reveal actually how we're going to kick off date night as soon as this broadcast is over. Before we go to have dinner, we're going to go to the Home Depot.
Yes, date night at Home Depot tonight.
And we're going to buy a tourney thing and the other part that goes with it. And we did need...
We needed a new shower thing too.
Oh, I just realized something.
Did you do it in threes?
4s. Because actually the plumber was here last month because the top thingy was dripping.
That's true. Oh no,
theory.
you've broken my theory. It happened in 4s. Man, now what? All right, look, this is such an important conversation though, right? Like what you think, that's the thing.
It's like I told Tristan, it's when you think something, it's the same thing as praying for it. Right? You're waiting. You want that third thing because then it'll feel like, oh, good, I'm safe again. All the inconveniences are over.
You get what you expect. That's the thing. Have you noticed that in your life? Let us know if you've had the 3 thing or the 4 thing, or you've noticed that if you keep looping on a particular thought and what you put out, it comes back. I was at the gym yesterday and I was walking around and there's this guy that had been there a couple of days in a row. And I don't know what's going on with him. There's a lot of testosterone flowing. And he seems to have issue with this guy, Tristan. At least that's my projection, right? And so I got to catch that. Like the first day I thought, maybe he's in a bad mood. The second day when I walked in, I could have sworn he's like, oh, God.
Oh, but the third day will be different because it's always in 3s.
And he's like, looking at me funny like, oh, man, this guy's in my space again. I'm like, I'm just like minding my own business. But then I was like, wait a minute. This is all in my head. And I know that my thoughts are really powerful. Have you noticed like that you can make things happen? I can make things happen. One day, some people chased me when I was giving you a ride. This was years ago. I dropped you. We were staying in Park City at this resort, and I dropped you and some friends off at your condo. And there were these guys that were like doing drinking or whatever out in the street. And I was looking at them and projecting on them, what are you guys doing here? Get out of here. You stay away from these women. And I walked from that condo to the next one where I was staying, and one of the guys started to chase me. Now, I thought I can either fight or I can run. I actually don't mind running. I think it's a good form of self-defense, especially when there's 4 other guys. So I ran, and it didn't turn into a thing. But I was like that night, did I make that happen with my thoughts? And I'm thinking that in the gym yesterday. Like, you pull out of people what you project onto them. And I'm like, this is all in my head. So I'm going to flip this. And I looked at him, and I said to myself, that's God. Yeah. That's the divine. I'm going to choose to see God right now. There's a saying, everything is in God, but not, God is in everything, but not everything is in God. Now, whether he was connecting to the source of all that is or not, I don't know. It didn't seem like it, but that's a judgment on my part. I decided to project that is a divine being. And as soon as I did that, my energy shifted. Then I started seeing everyone in the gym. And I hadn't done this for a long time. It's a fun exercise. There's God. There's God. I thought, when I go home, I need to see God. I see God in the puppies, right? You see God everywhere. And the whole gym became God. It was so incredible. Now, whatever term or word you use, some people use the Divine Mother or whatever it is, it changed what I was putting out. And you know what happened? People started to feel different to me, and I think I started to attract a different kind of energy, because there was a guy, he said to me, hey, happy birthday. He worked at the gym, and he noticed on the machine when you check in that it had been my birthday. He said, happy birthday. And I said, thank you, and I'm so grateful. 52 years, around the sun. And the guy next to him, who's a trainer, is like, 52? You're 52? I'm like, yeah, 52. And then talked to the other guy a little bit more. And he's like, no, excuse me, sir. Did I hear you right? You're 52? I'm like, yeah, I'm 52.
And he said it like that's very old.
No, he couldn't believe that this body is, and they see me working out and they see, more of that stuff. So I think it kind of was weird for them to see somebody at that age bracket that was, and it kind of blew his mind.
And their concept of what a 50-something would do at the gym.
Exactly, yeah, because I go a little bit crazy and do jumpings and punch and kick the bags and all that stuff. But the whole conversation, the energy and the feeling changed for me because of my thoughts and what I was projecting. So whether I think it's in 3s or 4s or whatever, thoughts really are that powerful. And it's so important to remember and to embrace the power of our thoughts.
Yeah.
Because you really make things happen. You really do.
Well, this morning I was really, after meditation, thinking about how I can look at something and I can see the beauty of it. I can see what I love about it, or I can see what I don't like about it. And it's okay to look at a situation and know what you don't want so that you can quickly know what you do want. Absolutely. Because I always want to focus on where I'm going. I want to put my energy of my attention towards that which I do want, towards that which I do love. And I remembered that saying, oh, you look at the world through rose-colored glasses. And I've been told that quite a bit. Like, nicey nice. And it was almost like a put down. Like, you don't see reality. You see the world through rose-colored glasses. And in that moment, I had shared this thing on my personal Facebook page that I had found the poster for a movie that I was in called The Stepford Children. And in that film, towards the end, I got captured to be turned into a Stepford child.
Oh my gosh, will you do it?
No, and
it's so funny.
In this one scene, they wrapped me like a mummy, and I had to have this arm behind my back because they had a little fake stump with wires flicking around. But they had an eye doctor come to the set and fit me for contacts. And the contacts covered the entire white of the eye and the colored part. And they were solid dark brown. So that I laid in the bed, and then when the people came in the room, there was a certain moment that I was supposed to sit up really fast so the arm flung around and opened my eyes, and it would look like I had holes in my eyes because I was between being a normal person and I hadn't been turned into a Stepford child yet. And I was a rush job because the people were coming to burn down the cloning factory, and so they kind of messed up on me, and I had a little glitch, and I repeated myself. Anyway, when I had those contacts in, I had to wear them for the whole day, so everything looked brown. It was like I saw the world with brown tones, and I thought, oh, so that's the choice. You can wear the brown contacts or the rose-colored glasses. It's just a matter of choosing how I want to see any situation. There really isn't this thing called reality, right? Reality is what I choose it to be. Everything is what I think it is.
Wow.
Right? Everything is what you think it is.
Get out of here.
And then from what you think it is, it becomes more of that.
So true. Thoughts are so powerful. So it behooves us to get into really high vibes where we are feeling really good and thinking good thoughts. Which leads me to a segue. We've got something for you that's going to help you have amazing thoughts and to feel really aligned. And we've often talked about how when your energy is disrupted, because we do a lot of energy work around here, We do a lot of moving meditation and sitting meditation and upgrading our thoughts by connecting to soul guidance. And you can access soul guidance when your energy's flowing well. When it's disrupted, it actually causes negative emotions, which can lead to negative physical things in your body. We love to help people get their energy aligned and rebalanced. So we were going to, hey, is this happening in threes too? There were some friends who were doing these big promotions in July this year, and we always do our energy expansion event. And so our other partners and friends weren't able to rally and kind of come on board with us. So we had to do some rearranging of the schedule, and we were not able to open the doors to our dojo and have our energy program.
Yeah, probably for this would have been the 3rd July that we had an annual energy expansion event.
Right.
And we weren't going to do it. And then we kind of had a few people say, would you do one? Could you do that? And we had to sit with it. And we said, yes, but better. So we're going to do something different.
Well, hold on. Are you talking about the one that's happening? So a thing happened. 2 people changed their promotions this month. They've canceled them. So these other folks said, guess what? We're available.
And would you help?
And guess what? That means that we get to show up and give you guys this awesome thing. So tell them what it is.
Right. So what we're going to put together, and what we've been putting together behind the scenes.
We've been working.
We're going to do a 5-day energy challenge.
Yeah.
Where we teach live for 5 days in a row.
Yep.
Where before, with the energy expansion events, they're great, but they're more like you can attend one day or the other. This is going to grow from day 1 to day 2. The reason I'm excited about it is, a lot of people can shift their energy and they feel a difference, but can they maintain that new set point, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to get used to physically and mentally. You guys like it.
Heart shower.
You have to get used to maintaining that higher frequency. So we're going to go through a five days of classes in a row. It's going to start on Tuesday, July 30th. We're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So excited to get to do it.
And we're going to invite some people from the Mind Movies community and a couple other communities to join.
Really nice,
But we're going to do it.
People.
It's going to be different type of curriculum. We're going to work on issues in the tissues.
Issues in my tissues.
We're going to work
in
on
my brain and all kinds of funky viciousness.
Of course, we're going to do qigong. But everything that we do, we're going to look at it through a particular 3-step lens.
Oh, you going to tell them?
No.
No, we're not going to reveal the 3-step thing yet.
No. And so you will see things that a lot of you that are like in our Life Force Mastery Dojo have done before, but we're going to be speaking about it in a different way. We're definitely going to do Chi-FT. The thing that I'm saying to people that aren't familiar with our work is, if you've ever wanted to do Tai Chi, Qigong, Reiki, hands-on healing, how to tap into flow, have better balance mentally, physically, and spiritually, that's what this energy challenge is going to do. So I'm super excited about it.
We're having technical difficulties. I'm going to pop back in over here. It's not our amazing camera.
Oh, we got to look down in the rabbit hole.
Sorry, gang. Yeah, our camera went crazy. Well, there's no way to fix that camera.
That's okay.
It's okay. We'll just be in this funny
is.
camera. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix it for you.
Oh, good. This gives you guys time that are showing up live to let us know in the chat. Like, is there anything in particular you would love to make sure that we include as part of the challenge?
Yeah.
I really want to...
Sorry. Trying to make this happy. Let's try that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better.
Oh, we're so blue.
Blue Bayou. Anyway, there it is. We are very blue.
Just to really want to have some discussions about the connection, the real connection of the mind, body, spirit, and how when you change your energetic vibration, when you change your energy, that energy is everything. And for a lot of people, that we're helping with their business, I can teach them all the business strategies and I can teach them everything about a camera, but until they get their energy right, until they're feeling good in their energy, they're not going to be able to move forward. And it's the same thing with physical healing and relationships and even financial prosperity. Ultimately, everything comes down to your energy. Why? Because what we think it is, it is. And so when you're vibrating at an energy of great beauty and abundance, that's what you feel, and that's what you think it is, and that's what you create more of.
My apologies for all the different camera settings. I don't even know which camera is working, but at least we're still here. So,
yep.
Thank you, Sabrina.
None of that tech stuff ever. I'm just so used to it.
She just keeps going with the flow, and I sit over here and try to figure out what the heck's going on. But that's one of the cool things
just
about
feels like we're talking to little kids.
Having our own love-based businesses. We've had to learn all of this on our own. Nobody taught us. Obviously, we've taken different workshops and classes, but this is just part of being in flow, no matter what's happening. Oh, it's not even there. It's there. Just figuring out how to flow. You like the yellow one, too. Anyway, we're super stoked about the Energy Expansion event. Challenge, excuse me. And it is happening July 30th. So put it on your calendar, and we'll be sending you some information via email.
And we are creating a free training that people get when they register for the challenge so that they can get started right away.
Very cool. Okay, gang. Well, it's always a hoot and a holler around here. Thanks for joining us and playing along. If you think it, so be it, right? Whatever you think, whatever you expect, that usually is the outcome. So think good thoughts. Come and join us for the challenge.
Put on rose-colored glasses.
We're going to level up our life force together. Okay. Much love.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.